stand or fall based on your foundation. Funny thing about foundations is this: you can't ever see them. The foundation is the very first thing they put in the ground before they build a house. You can't look at the exterior of a house and see what kind of foundation it is. The foundation is the hidden element of your life that no one can really see. But that foundation tells the tale of whether your life will stand or fall. Turn to 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. Here's what Paul has to say to his young apprentice in ministry. He says, "Nevertheless, God's solid foundation stands firm, sealed with this inscription: the Lord knows those who are His, and everyone who confesses the name of the Lord must turn from wickedness." That's the solid foundation. God knows who's saved. We might be confused about it, but one thing I know for certain, God's not. God knows if you're really saved. God knows if you're born again. God knows if I have repented of my sin. God is not up in heaven wringing His hands, twiddling His thumbs, wondering whether or not I'm going to make it through the pearly gates. God knows who belongs to Him, because if they belong to Him, they are anchored in the foundation of His one and only Son, Jesus Christ. God knows today whether or not you have repented of your sins and believed in Jesus Christ. God knows. So He won't be confused when the day comes. He's not going to be asking questions. I've heard people use that as a way to witness to people, and sometimes that's good. But I always want to remind the church of this: that if you've taken one of those classes to where they teach you to ask people, if you were to walk into heaven today and God were to say, "Why should I let you into my kingdom?" what would your response be? That might be a good way to open up a conversation, and if it works, use it. But I want to promise you one thing: God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. Because He knows. He knows if your life is anchored into the foundation of His Son, Jesus Christ. He knows if you're His. The day is coming. And when that day comes, your house will stand or your house will fall based on where it was built. Let me tell you the difference between the wise man and the foolish man. Listen, in this parable in Matthew 7, both of them heard the word of God. Both of them built a house. Only one house survived. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. Both of them heard, both of them built, one was destroyed, one survived. There are people within the sound of my voice today. You will hear the word of God and you will apply it. You will do like the wise man did. You will base your life on what God says, not on what you think or feel. And you will stand firm when the day of the Lord comes. And you will weather every storm that beats against your house. There are others of you that will hear this message like you've heard countless thousands of others. And you will critique it, and you will go through it, and you'll pick it apart, and you'll figure out the parts you like and the parts that you don't like, and then you will never apply a single word of what you've heard. And you, according to Jesus, are a fool. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. You, according to Jesus, are a fool. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. God ain't asking questions on Judgment Day. Knowledge is the accumulation of facts. Wisdom is the application of common sense.